up, everybody? It is Thursday, November 5th. Right on, right on, right on. So another big day up. Look, I saw a headline today saying this was the Dow's best post-election performance in 120 years. I sent out to my subscribers on Monday the headline of the MMT Trader Report. Maybe some of you saw it because I posted an image of it on Twitter. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. It's Twitter/Mike Norman. But I just clipped it out because in the headline of my report on Monday, I said there's going to be a big post-election rally and bullish sentiment is going to have a sizable increase. And I want to talk about bullish sentiment. But anyway, I called it, and it's happening. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it's a contested election, it's bearish, you have to be bearish. And I went over the explanation yesterday of how that is a very naive point of view. It's just like an amateurish point of view to think like, hey, I'm the only one seeing that it's contested and there's going to be, legal challenges and this and that, and we don't have a definitive president. I mean, the market, that's how you lose money. That is not understanding, what drives profits, what the market looks at, what keeps the economy supported. I mean, all that stuff is emotional stuff. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't sometimes have an effect. I mean, I've spoken a lot about headline trading and how many people just like jump in and out looking at the headlines, and they're very emotional when they trade, and they don't understand how to trade and how to invest. They allow their emotions to dictate what they do. And that is not a winning approach. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about sentiment. Today in the AAII weekly survey, finally we saw bullish sentiment for the first time in 34 weeks. It hit its historical average, not above, just at the historical average. We've had 34 weeks below the historical average, and pretty much every single week I make these videos and I'm saying, look, bullish sentiment is too low. Bullish sentiment is too low. We finally hit the historical average. Bearish sentiment is still above the historical average. Not by a lot, a few percentage points, but it's still above. So bearish sentiment has to come down. Bullish sentiment, in my opinion, is going to go way up. All right, once we resolve this president thing, you're going to see it really take off. And again, I mean, all of this is secondary to the fact that the fiscal flows are enormous. They are unprecedented. They are even above last year. And that's going to continue to add support. And yes, I understand it's not all equally distributed. And a lot of people are hurting. And a lot of people lost their jobs. And I feel for those people. And I empathize with those people. But I'm trying to help you make money in the market, and the market doesn't care about that. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your job. It cares about one thing, and that's profits. And for the most part, again, this is unfair, I know, but it's not built to be fair. It's driven by large, important companies that have heavy weightings in the market averages, and they just suck up all of this spending. I say this almost every single video, but you'd be surprised. Most people on Wall Street, even people who are very well known and who are widely followed, they don't understand this. Okay, they think it's about little technical things like gamma and delta and unwinding of hedges. And yeah, those things have an influence. They have an impact very short term, but you got to think about, the tide, the thing that lifts everything up or the thing that just sucks everything down. You have to know what's going on in that respect. So anyway, bullish sentiment is now at the historical average. Bearish sentiment is still above the historical average. That's got to come down. Bullish sentiment has to go up. The bull-bear spread, that's the bull minus the bear spread, I believe that went up to a positive 6.5. Remember, we had something like 30-something weeks negative. That's a positive 6.5. That is the highest positive reading in 37 weeks, but it's still way, way, way below where it was like in January, when it was like up around 27. You know, it's been up as high as 50 in the past. So a 6.5 positive reading on the bull-bear spread. And why am I saying this? Just to let you know that in spite of the rally, the sentiment is not crazy. It's not, you know, bubbling over with euphoria. And again, all of this is secondary as long as the fiscal picture stays supportive. Now, I saw something, a friend of mine sent me something last week. Some pretty famous money manager, I forget the guy's name. I used to know this guy's name, but you know what? I mainly put all these guys out of my head. Unless I make fun of them, like Jim Rogers or somebody. Like, I'm printing money, right? So the last week or something, the market went up, and then it went up again, and it started coming down. Remember, we had that little pullback last week. And he's like, it's a double top. Now, I just found this to be interesting because this guy, he's had a long career on Wall Street as a money manager. He's known for his international investing approach, like he invests all over the world in different markets. And all of a sudden, he's like, you know, he's become what, a chartist? I just thought that was strange. Like, what happened to your global investing approach? And he's like, it's a double top. And I looked at the chart, like, you know, double tops don't usually happen very close to each other. There's like an important top, and then a period of time goes by, and then another top, it fails, okay, and then you have some kind, maybe some kind of a correction. I just thought it was silly. But now if you look at the S&P and the NASDAQ, and to a lesser extent, I would say the Dow, but the S&P and the NASDAQ, it looks like a triple top. So mark my words. You're going to be having these guys, like this guy now, come in and say, and all these other little chartists out there, they're going to be coming in saying, hey, it's a triple top, and we may get a pullback from here. And they're going to say, you see, a triple top. You know, all these tea leaf reading chartists, and maybe the pullback will be with some news that develops about, you know, Trump's legal fight against the, you know, the vote counting and all this crap. And it's going to pull back, and everyone's going to say, ha ha, you see, Mike, that was a terrible call you make. I'm going to get all the haters on here with, you know, with the thumbs down and LOL and all this shit like that. Well, guess what? I'm going to be buying into that dip again. Because there's no such thing as a triple top. There's no such thing as a triple bottom or a double top or a double bottom. These are all things made up in people's heads to rationalize or explain what the market's doing. As long as the flows remain powerful as they are, it's going up. All right? Anyway, you can learn about all this, but you got to come with me. You got to subscribe, MMT Trader. Go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial. Do it now because I'm thinking of raising the price in January. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.